Time for a new feature at Reaction Therapy. It is called 2.0. In 2024, we are going back to some of the most popular reactions from our past history here at Reaction Therapy. Today, it is Juice WRLD 999. Family, here we go. Lost in the Dark Place. This, I think, it says unreleased. We haven't really done any unreleased music, but it's from like way back. I think we did this in December of 2021. But it was so well received. I wanted to go back and listen to it, number one, because we've done it before, but number two, because I love Juice WRLD and everything he represents as a sweet, kind-hearted man, bringing hope to people in the world. And number three, to spread mental health awareness to the world. So let's do it without further ado. It is Juice WRLD, Lost in the Dark Place.
Lost in the dark place, lost in the dark place.
God, I think I remember this from way back and not knowing a thing about Juice WRLD and trying to learn what I could. And it brings so much perspective to me now. It's why I love doing these reactions again to the same song we've already done, because it lets me really hear what he was saying and listen to this voice.
Lost in the dark place, lost in the dark place, trapped in the cross space. In my mind I get lost and I wake up in a coffin. They tell me
this is so depressing. It's so sad, but it's so honest. He's talking about being lost in a crawl space. You ever been in a crawl space in any kind of house or place that has a crawl space? They're very small. You could fit in them kind of, depending on your size, but they are very small and very claustrophobic. And then he talks about feeling like he's waking up in a coffin. Like, what is life meant for? What is life worth? And if you've ever felt this, please get help. I think Juice WRLD would say that to you. Please seek out professional help because you deserve that help. You don't have to suffer day after day, month after month. And most of it's because we carry stuff and baggage from the past in relationships, the way we've been treated, in addiction, shame, and hurt on ourselves, and we don't know what to do with it. So we use, and we find coping skills that don't work for us. They're temporary. So the pain still just brings itself back, which means we have to use more. They tell me they care. They're just in love with the music. That's where I'm sure he felt used and manipulated, and like they just want me to perform. They just want me to create. They just want me to give them what they want without any care for what I want. It's so sad, Juice.
Lost and I wake up in a coffin. They tell me they care. They're just in love with the music, so they'll never know about the pain I go through. It's like a chain of reactions, all these demon attacks from all the drugs that
There it is.
taking to the women distracting.
You gotta have coping skills. It's drugs, it's sex, it's eating, it's gambling, it's spending money, it's whatever you could find. Honestly, in this case, drugs and sex. And it's his only way of feeling or numbing or getting some kind of feeling. Because sometimes you feel so numb, you just want a feeling. So you go use, you get with people and that makes you feel better temporarily. But the reality is life still hits you right back in front of your face. And until you can see how to get a grip on your life, how to have good boundaries, a good routine, stable people around you, not letting yourself be run into the ground and staying away from the unhealthy, toxic stuff, it's just going to spiral further down.
All the drugs that I'm taking to the women distracting me from being myself. It's like I'm losing my traction, 'cause death on the lips, I have a fatal attraction. This is my heart, watch as
that is so just like the movie Fatal Attraction. You ever seen that? Go back and see that. Ooh, man. When you have a fatal attraction, you are attracted to that to the death. Is fatal attraction? Death. Kissing death on the lips. It's like I want to dance right there next to you, right with you. And that's where real help is needed. I don't know when this was recorded, but wow. watch as my problems inspire me. It's just like the negative, the toxic, the destructive, the self-harm in life is attractive, and that's not what we want. So please find help, please.
Attraction. This is my heart. Watch as my problems inspire me. Tear me apart. Won't let the demons take over me. They took it too far. Now I need some surgery. I'm falling apart. It's like I'm lost in emotions. Use this song as a rope to wrap around the commotion. Tie the knot at my throat.
These songs become his voice about his life, and he uses that, especially the way he describes the rope and the noose around his neck. And it just strangle him. It's the thing he's very good at. It's the thing he's gifted at. It's the thing that also exposes all of his inner demons. It exposes his vulnerability. It exposes the pain that's going on. And it's like a double-edged sword. It's great to be able to create this, but it's also so sad and tragic to reveal it. And then he becomes it and lives it. But then there's the part of him that doesn't want to do this. I don't want the demons. I don't want the pain. I don't want the misery. But he didn't know what to do. He didn't have anybody around him to get him the help that he needed to stop and unplug and get help so he could still be here today.
Wrap around the commotion, tie the knot at my throat. I look at that, there's an ocean. I don't want it anymore, but it's too late to reverse it as I fall on the floor. Lost in the dark place, lost in the dark place. Demons inspire me.
God, the way he sings that, it's almost like you could just imagine him passing out, using so much, being so lost, he's just on the floor. He's got nothing left in him. And it's so sad to think that he would feel that internally as a person. Like he would feel like, where can I go? What can I do? Who even would bother to help me at this point? I sure wish I could. And I wish, this could work for any of you to be able to stop and say, I don't have to keep running my life into the ground. I can get help. I can get what's inside of me out, and I can learn ways to cope differently. I could find new habits, new routines, and a new perspective on life that you, like I tell people all the time, you've got somebody you haven't even met yet in this world that you can make a difference with. They're waiting for you, but you can't do that unless you're ready to be there. Oh, Juice WRLD, lost in a dark place. It's so sad, as much as people talk about me bouncing up and down to Juice WRLD and that voice, which I love so much. You just can't in a song like this. It's too sad. But it's a wake-up call for everybody that if you're stuck, if you're struggling, this is not real therapy here. It's just me breaking down lyrics, but it could be used as a catalyst for therapy. If you want to help, check the links in the description. This says everything you need to hear to say get help before you end up in a really dark place, because life can be lived in a happy way. It is possible. Please leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I love doing this 2.0 because I get to go back and listen in a more sober way, honestly, because the first time it's just so new, especially when it was 2.5 years ago. And now, after hearing all his music that I really appreciate it so much more. Remember, mental health matters, and so does yours. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.